Yes. Back once again. It's the NEMPATHY Show right here on NEMPATHYShow.com. I go by the name of Sonic Boom TV. Follow me on Instagram, all social media platforms. Make sure you like and subscribe to the show. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Everybody watching on YouTube. Man, I got my man Jody Hendricks in the building. What's good, homie?
Oh, what's going on, my brother?
What's good with you, baby? It's the
Man, you already
NEMPATHY
know.
Show. We in here, man. Yo, how was your week?
I mean, you know what? It was a pretty decent week. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. Hung out with the homies this weekend. Went to the gun range. You know.
What were you using down there?
Nah, we were just shooting off the pistols this time, and we ain't break out nothing crazy. Just just keep the aim up. Keep the aim up, technique right. Muscle memory type stuff.
Now you down there in Florida, right?
Yeah.
So the pistols that y'all can have, like with the magazines that y'all can have down there is a lot bigger than what we can have up here.
We don't have a cap.
Yeah, we capped at 10.
10.
Well, you can only purchase a magazine that holds 10 in this state, but you can buy it somewhere else and bring it here.
Shit.
But you can't purchase it here.
My backpack. Shit got. This one got 20, and it came with it.
Legally owned.
It came.
2A.
Listen, it came with 20. So, nah, we don't have a cap. Like, shit. You can have. My homeboy got a 50-round drum for his 9. So,
Man, I done seen like the double drums. You know, people will be on Instagram showing a lot. Hey, yo, what's that one dude that he got them dreads braided up? He be going to everybody's range and stuff like that, shooting their guns.
Black Rambo or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. What you think of his content?
As a black responsible gun owner, I don't really care for him too much to call himself the Black Rambo. He just walks around shooting a bunch of wild ass put together guns because I don't know any purpose at all to have a fully automatic Desert Eagle that hold like 10 shots. Like it's unpurposeful. You go out and shoot a bunch of crazy ass guns and you got social media famous for it. It's like there's no type of training to what he does. He just goes out here and kind of, I don't know, it kind of coons around for me, and I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, something that shoots like that, it's like you wasting ammunition.
You waste ammunition, and it's not practical. Like I'm all down for 2A, and I'm all down for having your guns, but I'm always down for practical and
responsible ownership.
I'm always down for responsible ownership, and I personally don't see why anybody needs switches. I'm not down with the switches, and I'm not down with carryless, like carryless permits. I'm just not a fan.
Permitless carry.
Yeah.
Well, y'all got it.
I know. I wasn't a fan of it. We definitely we'll have it starting July 31st.
Yeah, man. July is going to be big for. That's where all the new laws come in from the last election or last election cycle. So for each state, right? So weed's going to be legal in Maryland this July. I don't know if that's ever going to happen with y'all. It's like the states that are the most gun friendly.
It's so the thing you can have if you get a card.
Y'all gotta have medical.
Yeah, but for recreational,
yeah,
it's still not legal. But they don't arrest you for it anymore. Like I think the most you do is you just get a ticket.
It seems like the states with the most lax gun laws are the hardest on the weed.
Yeah, that's true. Because Texas still, I don't even think you can get medical marijuana in Texas, can you?
Word. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody checking in NEMPATHY Show right here on NEMPATHYShow.com. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me at Sonic Boom TV. Yo, I got an icebreaker for you, Jody.
What's up?
Hold on 1 second. Suns in 4. After all of that, he said he gave him about 8 uppercuts and then said, "Yo, Suns in 4."
Damn, disrespected you, bro. You can't come back to the game after that, bro.
No, I seen a couple things. Like I saw a couple things wrong with that video. The one is the dude was just holding him and he was just standing there, allowing himself to be held.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't come back to the game, bro. You're not a fighter. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You are not him.
Then his boy couldn't do nothing to help him.
I mean, it's either two things. Your boy stuck to the G code and was like, "Hey, bro, this is a one-on-one." Or your boy didn't stick to the G code. Hey, bro, you really just gonna sit here and let me get my ass beat? So either way, you can look at it two ways. You know what I'm saying? From outside perspective, hey man, I let you get your one-on-one. You just didn't win the fight, or damn, bro, you just let me get my ass whooped. You can look at it two ways.
Shit, man, on the jumbotron,
bruh. You can't come back after that, or you gotta stay home. Your season holder has been revoked.
Nah, that just had me thinking, like, I'm an '80s baby. We say we had real bullying, right? But today these kids, I really starting to think like, as soon as like that thing right there just happened, it's all over social media, like all over the world. Like this dude looked like he probably got his nose broken, and millions of people seen it now. It's not even just the game, people at the game. Millions of people have seen it around the world at this point because it's gone viral.
I just seen it, and I ain't nowhere near close. I ain't nowhere near close to Denver or Arizona.
Word. So is that the playoffs, or that's an old video?
Denver, I think that's the playoffs right now.
So okay, so do you agree with them? Suns?
What's the record now? 2-0? If it's 2-0, then it's done.
Phoenix Suns. Yeah, they playing right now.
What's the series?
It's 2-0.
It's 2-0. If it's 2-0, then the Suns. I say the Suns in 5. 2-0 Suns, I say Suns in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's 2-0 Suns, I say Suns in 5. But you know what else I say though?
Suns winning right now.
You know what else I say? After last night, Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
You think they're gonna do it? The whole thing?
I don't know. Probably not. Because it's one of those things. It's too much riding on Anthony Davis staying healthy.
Right.
That's not a
business model.
That's not a good business model with Anthony Davis. This nigga. But all I'm saying is though, if you give me a healthy Anthony Davis and a healthy LeBron, right? Honestly, if they get past, I'll say this. If they get past the Warriors, I say they definitely got a shot to make it to the finals. Because I don't see Phoenix or Denver like beating them in a series. So again, that's a healthy Anthony Davis. Have you seen him been playing? Boy, been out here getting 40 and this man out here getting 40 40, 15, and 10 blocks. This man been smacking everything, bro.
They said he got his eyebrows separated, right?
Not yet.
That's what you gotta let him. You gotta, long as it's one brow, he'll be healthy.
Nah, as long as John Morant don't shoot it off, we good.
So I mean, you just kind of segue to it. This series right here is
Right.
this series for GOAT status?
No, you can't compare. For like Curry's GOAT status,
Curry versus LeBron, because some people right now are saying Curry is the best people player in the league, and other people are saying that LeBron's the best player in the league.
I think that it's getting hard because
Pause.
it is the effect of one player. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this, right? Because Curry's younger, I would say he's got the youth edge. But 5 years ago, hell, 3-4 years ago, I'm pretty sure somebody give up their whole franchise for LeBron.
Right.
LeBron alone makes your team a playoff contender.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have took him to the worst team, and you're gonna get to the playoffs with LeBron. With Curry, I feel like you'd have to team him with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would still say LeBron's a little bit better than Curry, but Curry, just let alone off his shooting and his ability to split defenders and get to the basket, I said Curry's definitely like in the debate. But I would just have to go with LeBron just because of his physical dominance at the moment. It's time.
Man, hey yo, I know you remember that movie Juwanna Man, right?
Yeah.
So Juwanna Man, Miguel A. Nunez Jr., he reveals that Juwanna Man 2 of the sequel is coming soon. And it got me thinking, maybe that's what's gonna make the WNBA pop, man. When the trans women start playing in the league and dominating and boxing out.
I don't think they should do it, to be honest with you. I can't stand them Transformers, so I think you should. Honestly, I think if you let the Transformers into the WNBA, I feel like you'd be rewarding all the bullshit. Honestly, dear WNBA, especially players, if they start letting, dear WNBA women, born women, XX chromosome women, can reproduce a baby naturally, women, if they start letting trans into the league, bro, I say y'all should boycott and not play. So imagine having a game where you got 4 or 5 trans on each team and none of the actual real women play. You just got a 4-on-4 trans game. See how fast that shit go. If they want it so bad, just make a trans basketball league. Hell, I might watch that motherfucker.
Yeah. It's an even playing field. Everybody's transitioning.
Start letting trans play in the G League.
Man, now, is this picture right here, does it look worse than it is? Or is it what I see?
Bro, that picture looks bad, bro. God,
what happened? Tell us what happened here.
You know what? I didn't watch that game. But I know you got a clip, though. I know you got a clip.
Nah, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Clip?
Trying to get the copyright strike.
We just put, we do not own the rights to this video.
Man. I mean, God, look at.
Let social media know. We're not trying to plagiarize shit. We're just trying to show a clip.
Oh, I'm trying to find Joel Embiid. Matter of fact, so Embiid, we got the league MVP.
Yeah, he got the MVP this year.
Yeah, he had his son out there. It looked like he was fake crying. When his son came out there. Well, that was his parents that he took the picture with too.
I believe so. Yes.
I'm trying to look at what's Joel Embiid's weight standing on this dude's head.
he got to be at least 250. He what? 6'10", 6'11"? He's 250 easy.
7. They got him at 7 foot 280.
7. Yeah.
Standing on your cabeza.
Yeah. That's attempted murder right there. You going to jail.
280 with force.
He going to jail. Fuck you think he Draymond Green?
Bruh. Now what's up with your boy AB?
I don't
Right? He
I
got
don't
he got
I don't
that
appreciate
team.
that nigga.
He got an arena team. He has an arena football team. Last week he was trying to get about to get kicked off the field by security who didn't even know that he was the owner. Now they're saying that he's threatening the coaches on his team and locking players out of the locker room and stuff. And they saying they want him out the league.
And kick his ass out the league. I don't know why y'all let him in the first place.
Man, his name bring notoriety.
His name brings people clickbait.
So you think people want to see AB or they want to see what AB does?
They want to see AB's antics.
Mm-hmm.
His antics as an owner. What this nigga finna do as an owner?
Gonna put that shit on.
Yeah, he gonna throw some shit. Why is the owner? So no, I think they just want to see his antics.
Yo, speaking of antics, what's up with your man's Kanye?
Oh,
What's up with the Peter Pan pants he got on? Right? You know, he got some new shoes right there. You know, the ones that look like socks.
the Balenciaga.
You know, he ain't Balenci no more, or to my knowledge. But he got the foot soldier 7s on, and he got the Peter Pans on.
But look like Kanye, boy. But look like Kanye been eating good.
Yeah, for sure.
Boy, he thick, boy.
You know, another thing he did, he opened a Yeezy office directly next door to an Adidas store.
I mean,
King of Petty.
King of Petty. He over there hanging out with Fofty.
Facts. Now let me ask you a question, man. Are you familiar with the brat, right? And you know she's married. They having a child, right? Now
The fact that the brat is the one that's pregnant was getting me. That whole process is some shit. That just like, bruh, not the stud got pregnant and not the film. That's wild.
shit, the stud, the one with the better body.
You think so?
Yo, the brat bad, underneath.
Yo, she was fine back in the day for sure. When we thought she was straight. And then when she turned out to be gay, we was kind of like, oh, all right, cool. And she started dressing like a nigga. But you might be right.
Yo, point them out.
It's about that time. I don't want no introduction. Let's just get right into
it. Yo, we talk right now. Doug Bennett.
What's up?
Just chucked in the building. Yo, we talking about the brat tat on that ass. You know, she's having a child right now with her wife. You know,
Big Booty Judy.
Yes. And
the Lord giveth, and he just kept on giving.
Now, here's a photo of her performing this past weekend or so.
Is that with Lil Mo?
Yes.
Okay.
Superwoman, you know, got the jersey with the belly cut out, right? Now, what's out in the news about this child is that they chose a white man to sire this young lad, right? They said the only black man that was available as a donor looked like Jiminy Cricket.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. I'm just saying, man.
Now, see, that's all surface, right? I see some underlying like this is this the practice of someone who not only hates men but black men. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, matter, I don't want a man involved in the process, and then I don't even want to reproduce one of them.
Well, I mean, are you asking my opinion about it?
Yes.
I'll be straight up and down with you.
Somebody got to in this bitch.
All right, real talk, real talk. This is
searching
not the first time. If we're really going to speak, if we're going to speak from a historical standpoint, this ain't the first time that our women have chosen another race of man to raise and rear their children instead of us.
Mhm.
That goes back to just society and, you know, the great society and welfare and all that other shit and the no man in the house rule. But what I will say is this. Notice how there is a lack of, if any, pushback or visceral reaction to this. I just want y'all to pay attention to this, because a lot of times people get on Doug and they'll be like, Doug, you a basher, you this, you that. No, I don't bash. I just point out facts. I just notice the hypocritical contradictions that we like to live in, or as my man Chris Rock says, selective outrage. Because all I ask is this, Boone, Jody Joe, flow with me on this. Flow with me. What if the roles were reversed?
You already know what would happen. You be over here asking questions. You know damn well what the answer is. Because if my black ass was like, you know what? I want to have a baby with a white woman. Oh, I would hate every single sister walking this earth.
No. First, you have to start with no. First, you got to start with hating your mama. First, you got to start with hating your mama, because you got to hate your mama.
But you got to say that all the black candidates look bad, just like Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, so you couldn't find one attractive black female? Oh, you just don't like black women. You not
or you're real surfacey, because beauty is in the eye of the what?
Beholder.
I'm blind.
Come on, somebody.
But we're not.
The one thing I think on this show and other platforms that are anchored by us as black men is not about finger pointing, because I remember somebody was telling me, Doug, you always in the finger pointing. It's not about finger pointing. I'm just talking about the glaring hypocrisies and contradictions that we have going on, especially in our community, that always makes us look bad. But when somebody else does it, like it reminds me of what Kanye said. It was all good just a week ago. And you know it's bad when I'm quoting Ye. So I'm just saying, man, I pray they have a healthy baby. I don't wish nothing bad on the baby, because me personally, I don't believe the Brat as a rapper gets the flowers that she deserves. We're talking about in a male-dominated genre. The Brat is the first hip-hop female artist to go platinum. I don't think people understand that. We're talking about not MC Lyte, not Roxanne Shante, not Queen Latifah, not Foxy Brown, not Lil Kim, not Eve, not none of them. The Brat on So Def in '94 with Funkdafied was the first female hip-hop artist to ever go platinum. And I don't think the Brat gets enough props. She is definitely, when it comes to female MCs, she is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of female MCs for that and that alone. But so when we're talking about the hypocrisies and the contradictions that go on in our community, especially, I'm sorry, I got to put this at the top of the list.
The hypocrisy.
So I still don't give her an excuse to have a baby with a future school shooter.
Damn.
God damn. I didn't say an excuse, Jody. I'm just talking about the hypocrisy. That's all. I'm just talking about the contradictions, bro. That's all I'm talking about. She can have a baby with whomever she wants to. That's her choice. All I'm saying is I just noticed that there is a lack of a visceral response to it, because we know if the roles were reversed, and there was a black man who said, I'd rather have a baby with a white woman because all of the black women out there are ugly or physically attractively challenged. That man would be eviscerated, dog. It would be a wrap for him. Put a bow on him and stick him under a Christmas tree. It would be a wrap.
Ain't that what they always say? Like, yo, if you're gonna choose outside the race, yo, that's fine. Just do that, but you don't have to kick us on the way out.
Broadcast it or downplay other people to do so.
Kick us on the way out. That's exactly what, yo.
I want
They want to be able to do the things that they tell us not to do.
You said it, not me. Boone said it, y'all, not Doug. So don't sit up here trying to say Doug is the one, because everybody loves shooting at Doug.
Shout out to everybody checking in right now. NEMPATHY Show. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got Doug Bennett in the building, Jody Hendricks in the building. Hey, yo, where can they catch
give a
y'all?
shout out to Mo, Pastor Mo, and the B Knowing. Shout out.
B Knowing. Yeah, where Doug and Jody, where can they catch y'all, man? Other than NEMPATHY Show.
Right there on the gram, you see it. Follow it. Jody Hendricks 21. Hit that Instagram.
Yo, you can catch me on IG and TikTok, the Doug Bennett _01. Plus, every Monday at 6 p.m., I'll be doing my show Conversations with Comedians on Beltway Radio and beyond. So you can catch me on that as well, and on a stage near you.
Nice. Yo, last time you was on, Doug, we talked about BET up for sale. It was Diddy, Tyler Perry, and somebody else trying to come together to buy the joint. And now there's a new group trying to buy it. 50 Cent, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenya Barris. What y'all think about this? Out of the two groups, who should get who would you think BT would be in better hands?
I think the second.
Viacom.
The second group for sure.
Why?
I mean, have you not seen Power Book, Raising Cannon, fucking all 50 Cent shows? Like, niggas was spending $20 a month to watch this shit. Niggas couldn't wait till Saturday, Sunday night, so they fucked it up, early.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. He's right about that Power shit. I'll wake up Sunday morning at 12 in the morning to watch that joint.
Bruh, I'm telling you right now, right? I'm telling you right now. When Ghost and Tommy was running these streets,
yeah, I can't get down with Power, the Tariq joint too much. I can't get down with that shit because I'm still waiting for that little nigga to die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, after
this nigga, you understand how stupid Tariq is, man? I gotta go on here, man. Tariq had a mama and a daddy. Do you know how rare that is in the black community to have a mama and a daddy in the same goddamn house? And on top of that, this nigga grew up. Yes, in a private school. And not a private school where he had to be bussed from fucking Harlem or the Bronx. No, a private school in where he had a driver. Man, and then on top of that, he got his sister killed, broke his family up, and killed his daddy. We told what our mamas tell us. Mamas tell us our daddy's dead. And then we don't find this. They tell us our daddy dead, and then we find this nigga 40 years later in bagging groceries and Aldi's or some shit. This nigga had a dad and killed him. I can't wait till Tariq die.
That's not a case of the sins of the father visiting the son.
I want Tariq to die.
Basically, yeah.
But I'm sorry. I've never wanted a character to die so badly. The last time I wanted a character to die this bad was Lord Farquhar in goddamn Shrek.
Nah.
I'm dead serious. I want that nigga to die so bad because of his little short Napoleonic complex. Other than that, it's Lord Farquhar, then Tariq. I want those two niggas I want to die so bad.
But like, nah, with 50 Cent in the shows with Shaq doing what he do, and it's like, let's not act like Shaq is not a great business mind, because as much as we want to talk shit, this nigga been selling shoes for like 20 fucking years, and he's still selling bitches to this day.
Oh,
this nigga sells this nigga sells lotion and shows up on NBA on TNT ashy every damn playoff. And he's a sponsor for Gold Bond.
He's a sponsor for Gold Bond, the Auto, the General Auto. This nigga does his shit. And
knowing good and damn well with all them cars he got, the General ain't got enough money to sit up there and reimburse him if he get into an accident. That nigga.
And Kenya Burness, he had, I ain't gonna say he had a bunch of good shows, but he did his thing with Blackish, and he damn sure did his thing with Grownish. So, I mean, I think
I'll be real with you.
And 50 gonna get the money that you owe him. If somebody owes
this was corny.
I'll be real with you. I don't care who takes over. What I do care about is the content of the stuff that they put on there. That's what I do care about. Because the one thing I'm getting tired of, man, is I remember what it was like for me growing up with BET. Yeah, we had our dancing shows and shit like that. But, man, we actually had stuff on there like Teen Summit, what'd you have, the nighttime news with Jackie Reed and her fine ass. Ed Gordon. Like we actually had educational shit on there. Who's the other dude we had on there? It was Ed Gordon. There was another dude, Tavis Smiley was on there too.
Yeah.
Like we had educational stuff on there along with the raunchiness. Now it's like raunchy from the moment you turn it on until the moment you turn it off. It's like, God damn. Like it's crazy now.
I can't honestly tell you the last time I watched BET.
For real. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I can't remember the last time I watched BET, man.
It's probably good 10. You know, probably when they had the remixes of the game, the replays of the game. You know, the TV show The Game.
Yeah.
Other than that, nah. Ain't nothing on there, man.
There really is. That's the reason why I said I don't care who gets it, as long as they start putting some content on there that's worth watching. Because the shit they got on there now is all bullshit, straight up and down.
Right. I don't want to see a bunch of Negro plays. You know, Mama who fried the
chicken. Yeah, man, for real. I'm sick and I'm gonna be real with you, man. And this may sound like a hater. I don't care. I'm not a hater. I just don't like it when people do better than me. But when it come to Tyler, I'm so over this nigga and this constant need to make black men the step stool to uplift black women. I'm just so over that shit, bro. I'm over that shit. I'm like, God damn, Tyler.
All right, hold up. There is one movie. What was the movie with? Was it Morris Chestnut or with he was a baseball player. And then he got hurt. Then he was coaching the little league team, and his wife was like was mad at him and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's A Woman Thou Art Lucid.
Yeah. Now that one seemed like he had the man perspective that time.
Tyler Perry.
Look at everything that nigga went through. Look at you want to know what the man's perspective would have been? Is if he had to kick both them trifling chicks out his damn house, and the ending credits went on after that. No, because I'm serious, man. Bruh, did you see that movie?
Mm-hmm.
And how much he was putting up with off of Taraji and Jennifer Lewis?
Right, I was incensed. That movie got under my skin.
That movie did piss me off, bro. That movie pissed me off to the point where I was like, yo, it's God. I was like, Taraji, come on, boo.
Taraji, that's what it was. There's two movies that got under my skin like that. That movie and Deliver Us from Eva. I don't like Gabrielle Union today because of that movie.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you a movie that got me in it, and I ended up stopped talking to a bitch because of the movie. That goddamn Acrimony. Bitch,
oh,
this nigga gave this whole $10 million and her mama house back.
Come on, somebody.
This nigga gave you your 25 years worth. you wouldn't have made that money in 10 motherfucking lifetimes. Okay? So this nigga has given you a $10 million check and your motherfucking mama's house back. What are you mad at? You
want to know? No. You want to know what got her mad? Is when she thought that she could go back to that house. Because remember, she went back to his crib, trying to give him some. Remember?
And the man said,
and then his fiance came out, and she felt like a fool. And then that's when she wanted to sue him and all that other dumb shit. Instead of just taking have y'all ever seen Dreamgirls?
What she suing him for? The nigga gave
y'all, hey, Boone, have you ever seen Dreamgirls?
No, I ain't see that joint.
There's a scene up in that joint with Jennifer Hudson's character where that nigga said, "Lay off, Effie. Just take the money and run." That's exactly what Taraji's character is. Lay off, Taraji. Take the money and run. That's exactly what should have happened. Take the money and run. You got $10 million. 10. Man, shit. Even after the government take their 33%, you still got what? 6,700,000? Shit. And your mama's house? Shit.
Yo, man.
What man has ever been divorced and a woman gave him $10 million?
Mary J.
Don't worry.
Mary J.
And she been going down ever since.
Yo, Mary J been looking good, man.
So
that's what happened when you got money. Mary J looks super good.
You know, she looked better than, like, I never looked at Mary J like that.
I don't know why. What's wrong with you?
I mean, I always just liked her music. I never looked at her like, damn, she's bad. Like, I just like.
Okay, and I ask again. I don't know why. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Mary been no. You ain't about to do that, Boone. Mary been the shit since what's the 411?
Wait, hold up. Told you I like Deborah Cox, nigga.
Okay, nigga, then how did we get here? Okay, because understand it. Mary been the shit since what's the 411? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, she was hot, man. Fucking queen of hip hop and R&B. She, you know, I honestly looked at her for her talent. Unlike you chauvinists.
I don't even know what that word means, but I'll be that. Listen, I'll tell you right now, nigga. I suggest you go and get what's the 411 and look her videos up. Look her up on You Remind Me and tell me she wasn't fine then. Look her up on Love No Limit and tell me she wasn't fine in that video.
You know, back then, the women wore a lot of clothes. Like, you know, everything was baggy back then.
I can't with this nigga.
She was baggy, son. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yo.
Then y'all both is crazy. Y'all both crazy. Mary has always been fine.
Choose one. All right, this actually, you know, choose three.
Mary J.
This one right here. If you have enough to get 3 games here. So, you know, I don't know if you can see them. Yo, we got, this is PS2. PS2 is a legend in the PlayStation world, man. People, they still modify the PS2, be loading it up, you know, with hard drives and all kind of shit. I didn't know it was that serious. You know, I collect old games, but the PS2 is that and the PS3, but the PS2 for real. But yo, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Dragon Ball Z 3, shit, Time Splitters, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, SmackDown Raw 2006. Did y'all play any of this shit?
I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom. For sure.
Sonic, Marvel vs. Capcom, SmackDown. I dabbled in GTA a little bit, but not
Metal
much.
Gear Solid?
Nah.
That was my shit.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, man. Shit. PS2, man. When PS2 came out, I remember when PS2 came out. A friend of mine had the joint and would not let niggas touch it. You know what I'm saying? They bring it over in a duffel bag. He was the only one allowed to sit it up or take it off the TV and shit like that. And
I don't blame him.
I remember it distinctly because that is when the Baltimore Ravens beat the shit out of my New York Giants.
Nigga, I was the same way when I first got my Super Nintendo. When I got my Super Nintendo, nigga, I set this shit up. I'll untwist. Remember, because back in the day, you had to twist the jack in the back. Hey, nigga, make sure you going counterclockwise.
Remember the little needle in there? Yo, used to break that shit off.
That yes,
you was short if you broke that little needle.
Oh my god, you almost had to replace the fucking TV.
Yes, it's stuck inside. Yeah.
Yes. So yes, I understand that. Yes, I'll unscrew it. You don't touch my shit. I'll do it.
Yo, but
these kids don't understand that damn struggle that it was to sit there and screw that joint in and make sure it was screwed in tight, because if it wasn't and it came unhooked, all of a sudden game would just nah. I definitely understand your boy's struggle.
Ain't nothing like tripping over the game and yanking that shit out the back of the TV.
Yeah, especially if you're losing.
Especially Super Nintendo and Genesis. I don't know about y'all, but that was like the first split. Like what side you on? You a Genesis nigga? You a Super Nintendo nigga? It's like Android or iPhone.
Now you're right about that, because Atari, by the time Nintendo came, Atari was already phased out.
You still playing Atari?
Nigga, listen, I'm an 80s kid for real. Forget
both.
Forget you millennial niggas. Forget you millennial niggas. Forget y'all.
That's the leap you made. You went from
Atari. Jody probably a Gen Z, or ain't he?
I was born in 87.
Oh, you a millennial nigga. You a millennial nigga.
My first
you ain't even first and foremost, you ain't even 40, so shut up.
34.
Yeah.
My first game was a Sega.
Yeah, because by the time 80
I'm gonna tell you how young I am. My first gaming system wasn't even a regular Sega, because my cousin had a regular Sega. My first gaming system that my dad bought me when I was like 12 for my birthday was the Sega Saturn, bro.
Wow, you're
a
little younger.
God, are you? You didn't even have the
game system?
So you're trying to tell me you never knew the joy of plugging that Sega up, putting that cartridge in, pressing power, seeing that white screen and them blue letters come in and be like, Sega.
He don't know nothing about.
No, my cousin had a Sega, and so he will always, when he come over to my house, he always brought it, right?
Okay.
And one time this nigga got in trouble, and so his aunt was like, "No, you might as well just go and leave that there, because because you ain't gonna play it. You ain't finna, because I'm gonna bust your ass. You try to play this at home, so you might as well leave this here, right?" And so yeah, I remember sitting here.
Hey, Boom. Wasn't that Boom? Wasn't that shit like Christmas morning? Every time you put that game in and press power, Sega, you like,
and it came on.
I remember pressing pause and just turning off the TV because you didn't have no memory card to say that shit. I remember pressing this shit in, and fucking as soon as that shit say Sega, my favorite thing.
God. That shit was like Christmas morning every single time you turned it on.
Playing Sonic?
Nah, yo, you talking about leaving the game on because you couldn't save it. Man, coming home and that shit is off.
Oh
like
my God.
Turned the TV off.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And what made it so bad is you knew who turned the shit off, but you just wanted to get your anger out. So who turned my game off? Who turned my game off? Running around the house. You knew your mama did. And then I'm the one that turned it off. Okay. You knew damn well your mama turned it off. You just needed a way to get your anger out. So don't let me find out who turned my game off. Like, yeah, okay, nigga.
Brian be knowing in the building.
Ooh, what's happening?
Be knowing.
Yes.
Remember
sir.
this? Sega. Oh
man, the song of my childhood.
Doug went from Atari to Super Nintendo. That's a leap.
No. I went from Atari to regular Nintendo first.
Oh, all right. About to say that's neglect.
Yeah, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
You were neglected.
Tantra, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Double
Bionic
dribble.
Commando.
Jordan versus Bird.
Bad dudes.
This nigga,
Come on now.
This nigga was playing NBA Live 95.
Remember the Legend of Zelda game that came in the gold cartridge with the gold
yeah, with the
come on,
gold
somebody.
controller.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
never played
somebody.
that shit.
Don't play with me. I've been here
Nah,
on
you
the
never
ground
played that
floor.
shit. I was like, y'all niggas corny.
Don't
That's
play
fine.
with me. I've been here on the ground floor, baby. It's serious. Remember this. Remember you used to think this was a trick where you would only push the cartridge in the Nintendo so far and then press it down where it have to slide against
Yeah.
Nigga, tearing that system up, bro.
Do it real fast.
Yeah.
And what's the number one
remember
thing
this
told you not
when
to
you had to do you had to do A and B so fast, so you would take like the handle of a brush or a comb
Hell
and
yeah,
go
a pencil or something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And what the number one thing they told you not to do is the number one thing that worked. Put alcohol in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Oh, yes, I did. That worked.
I never did,
That
because
worked.
I knew that when the day came, if I broke it, that was it. That was it. You better tough it out. You better wait till tomorrow. But if you break it, that's it, my boy.
I'm telling you, boy, those are the good old days right
Hell
there.
yeah, man.
Those were the good old days right there. But we should have known. We should have known that was the beginning of them training us not to want to go outside. We should have known that.
No,
Think about it.
That was the death of the arcade.
It really was. Think about it. I want y'all to think about it. Haven't you noticed each generation, they find a way to train you to get away from social interaction more and more?
Because we used to go outside to the arcade. And we stopped doing that because everybody got a system at the house. But then you could play at each other's house. Like, remember, you could hook up a bunch of controllers to one system. You can't do that no more.
Now what do? They have it where you can put headphones on and play Ghost Recon with a nigga in New Zealand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. I'm telling you right now, each generation, they are finding a way to make the world smaller, but to keep individuals further apart. Think about that. Because look at social media. You can fly a chick out who you met on internet and she in Iowa, and you could fly her to wherever you are, and you overlooking chicks right in your own vicinity.
Right.
So you could book a bitch?
I'm just being real. They're finding a way to make the world smaller, but keep individuals further apart.
Let me see what Iowa Instagram hitting on.
Yo, what? So what game? What system do you think was the nail in the coffin for arcades?
Oh, PlayStation.
The last game, like I think, like Mortal Kombat was like the last arcade phenomenon.
Like, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
The last arcade games I remember was Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and NBA Jam.
NBA Jam, oh my God.
NBA Jam. Those are the last three that I personally remember coming out on an arcade. Other than that, I don't remember anything else after those.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because you can play that as a group. And the X-Men joint that you can play as a group.
Yeah, the X-Men joint.
The X-Men joint was hard.
If you're talking about systems, though, I would say the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, the first Xbox. Because
I think arcades were kind of out of style prior to that. Yeah. I would say
maybe Nintendo 64.
Yeah, or the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I would say the Sega Genesis.
But if you remember, those were the first two that you could actually play with other people outside of your house. So to your credit, when you say like they were training us not to go outside, now you ain't even got to go to your homeboy house,
right?
Play Madden with this thing. Because if you had internet, you just plug that motherfucker up to the fucking phone cable.
But see, that's for rich. That was the rich niggas who had the separate
phone
phone line
that was for the PlayStation. That's for people like Tariq who had a mama and a daddy.
Yeah, y'all niggas had the trackpad for the Nintendo. I ain't have that shit.
Yeah, that was for niggas who had periods in their last name, like Saint Patrick. Like that was for niggas like that. That's why I hate Tariq. God, I hate Tariq.
Yo, you gotta be a special. Only you a special nigga if you got a period in your last name.
Saint Patrick.
So you telling me I was rich because we damn sure had an extra phone line that I used to plug my shit into and play with.
Oh, nigga, you rich. Nigga, you rich.
We had a line.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you like this.
Gaming, though.
I'll put it to you like this, Jody. If you could go on America Online and your mama could talk on the phone and neither of y'all get your phones disconnected, you're rich.
Oh yeah, we had this.
Now, if you had the third line for the game, you had a landline, computer line, and game line. That's wealthy. You
oh yeah, nigga. Yeah, you got generational wealth.
Yeah,
you got generational wealth. Yeah. You got hotels on Park Place.
Mom's got.
We just had 2 phone lines, so.
Yeah, you got hotels.
Well, slight flex. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Yeah, you may not be on Park Place, nigga, but you got a couple of hotels out there somewhere. What's the yellow card out in Monopoly? What's the yellow card?
What's that? Chance
Place. Yeah, that's what you got, nigga.
Yo, social media speaks.
This nigga got his own fucking sound effect.
My man Desi, he said, you don't go to church or the club to meet a woman no more. Go to a comedy show. It's full of them. Good, clean, happy, successful women. They love to laugh. They know how to invest in their happiness. Doug, the comedian, is this true?
I'm going to tell you right now, there is no greater aphrodisiac out there than making a woman laugh. I am telling you, listen to me. Understand the words. Hey, for all of my nymphathites out there, now, there is a fine line between being funny and being goofy. There's a fine line. If a woman thinks you are goofy, she will never see you as anything other than her homeboy or her friend. But if she finds you funny, bruh, you will laugh them draws straight off. I'm dead serious. Desi, I perform with Desi. Desi know what he talking about. That's
why niggas don't like when you keep keying around other niggas.
They don't. Why you think the first thing a woman say is, why you over there keying with them, bro? First, I ain't never heard a bitch laugh saying key. I've heard of ha ha or he or ho ho.
And I definitely ain't keying.
I ain't keying. But that's the first thing. I remember I was with a girl one time when I first started in comedy. She went to the bathroom and she came out and she saw some girls around me laughing. She was like, I want to laugh too. Ha 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 ha. What's so funny, Mr. Bojangles? I'm like, bitch, I wasn't even the one telling the joke.
God damn. He just came in hot with the Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah.
How old is this woman?
Because it's the truth, man. Because it's the truth. Laughter, I'm telling you, there is no the only thing that can usurp laughter is money. And believe it or not, money has a very short shelf life. Yeah. It's very tricky because if you a lame and you got money, you just a lame with money.
Lame with money.
But if you can make a chick laugh, she'll forget how broke your ass is. Mm-hmm. I'm dead serious. Yeah, for real. Mm-hmm. She'll forget how broke. She'll forget that she's at McDonald's. She will laugh choking on them nuggets. I'm telling you that right now. So Desi right about that. He right about that. If you can make a chick, and like I said, there is a fine line between funny and goofy. There is trust me, because I've crossed that line plenty of times. There is a fine line between funny and goofy. If you can balance that, there ain't a chick in this world you can't get. I'll put that on everything.
Since y'all think men fly you out of town to hang out, leave your kitty at home and see how it goes.
Hallelujah, Jasmine. Hallelujah, Jasmine. Hallelujah, Jasmine.
Leave your kitty at home and see how daily interaction goes.
Hallelujah.
First of all, if that pussy don't make the flight, you might as well not eat the shit.
First of all,
come on, man.
First of all, if I ain't getting on before the flight, I'm not flying you out.
Damn straight.
I need some type of
incentive,
repetition going on. If I put money
I put it to you like this. I treat it like a business transaction. I'm gonna need first and last month's rent. I'm gonna need a deposit, bitch. So you're gonna find some way. I don't know how they do it in the metaverse, but you better find some way to put a stench of pussy in something to mail it to me or something. I need a deposit.
We're gonna compile a glossary of words that Doug uses here on the NEMPATHY show. It's always a stench of pussy.
Doug be reading. I ain't mad at reading black man.
I need a stench. Come on, man. There has to be some sort of deposit that you put down, man.
Relationship.
There has to be.
Relationship. I don't know y'all like that. We got to be on the same page, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. I ain't never flew nobody
out. Yeah.
That's because you ain't had the money to. Be real with yourself, Boone. Yeah.
That nigga said,
honestly, I never like been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I don't have nobody out of town. I want to fly. I would rather go out of town because I don't want you around.
What's the most famous IG model you can think of that all of us will know?
Miracle Watts,
Brittany Renner, nigga.
Okay, nah, that's too easy. Brittany Renner, you could get her for $50 in a megabus ticket. Nah, we're talking about somebody you got to fly out. Give me an IG model that all of us know.
Bernice Burgos.
Bernice Burgos. Boom. You're telling me
I like right there.
Boom. Bernice Burgos says you give me a coach ticket, not business class, not first class, coach, my nigga, and it could be on Frontier. Just fly me out to Baltimore, and you can get some of this. Are you telling me you ain't doing it?
Definitely doing it, baby. I'm in Florida. I'm flying you out.
Shout out, Master Herbert. My people over there on Twitch.
No. Answer the question, nigga.
Hey, put that shit back up again.
Yeah,
This nigga's a pedophile in the show. Why is that his profile picture? This nigga's notoriously known for going after kids. This nigga's in love with Peter's son, who's like 13.
Answer the question, Boom. Bernice Burgos says, fly me out, coach, to where you are, and you'll get some. You're telling me you're not doing it.
I'm currently engaged.
There we go. Yes. Ain't nobody getting flew out.
Doug,
to a black woman. A black woman.
I do it. I'm gonna fly out that black
Jody,
I'm gonna fly out that black queen.
Be knowing. Would you?
I would be concerned.
This nigga is trifling.
Hold on.
Take your ass back.
This guy here, Master Herbert, says he is the backup voice of Herbert from Family Guy and a big Twitch streamer.
All right, as long as you have some kind of business association along with this well-known pedophile on this cartoon, I'll let it fly.
I'll play a pedo on TV.
We got. I know, right? We gotta check the stream out. See
if people be method actors. So how you gonna be a method actor and you're playing
a pedophile?
Yo, where the hell? All right. To get back to Boone's crush of Deborah Cox, how did we get here? We're not supposed to be here. How did we get here?
Yeah, man. Deborah Cox, yo, that she was a hype, man.
I feel like she's still a hype.
She wasn't finer than Mary J, though.
So you trying to tell me your baby father a deadbeat, but y'all have more than one kid?
Preach, Pastor Blackwell. Preach, Pastor Blackwell.
I said it on Facebook before. I feel like women who have more than one kid with a deadbeat nigga should have your credit score lowered. having kids with a nigga who's he's a deadbeat to all three of your kids. That's like stepping in the same pile of shit.
That's because
no, Jody. Say what you said again. They should have what?
They should have their credit score lowered.
That's because she a deadbeat. She is a deadbeat as well.
Like I said, this is not mine, so credit to whoever came up with this. But I find it very interesting that for all the women out there that say they ain't no good men, they constantly end up pregnant.
Woo. Why? That's why I keep telling you, ignore them, bro. They are crazy.
That's 80% of our damn. That's 80% of our community, nigga.
80% of our women are not single mothers.
Let them hoes die.
Are you serious?
Let's look it up.
I don't know. 80%.
80% of children born after 1970 were born to single mothers.
But 80% of our women are not.
Okay, maybe not. Mothers. Okay, look, give me the number then. Give me the number.
No, it ain't 80. It could have been 50% got pregnant, and then 80% of that 50 is
no,
single
don't change
mothers.
the goal.
But that's what I was saying. No, I'm not changing nothing. We were saying,
right, but even
things.
if it's 50, but B, even if it's 50%, nigga, that's 1 out of every 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but 30% of that 50 is in a healthy relationship.
Who you think so?
Well, in a relationship.
Notice she took the healthy off. Notice she took the healthy off.
Take the healthy off.
Damn, what was I looking at? You keep talking that shit.
That nigga changed that healthy real quick, didn't he, Jody?
My phone froze.
Let them hoes die.
Hey, I said every week. Okay, I guess I ain't supposed to look it up because my phone is frozen.
No, God is saving you from embarrassment.
God
saving you.
That's the iPhones.
Yeah.
God saving you from embarrassment. That nigga. All right, that nigga. 3. If I'm not mistaken. All right, who on here was raised by a single mother? Raise your hand. 3/4 of us. That's 80. That's 75%. So that's at least 3.
That's a coincidence.
Man, shit.
Coincidence, my ass. We need to listen to Jody. Jody, the only one on here that's successfully raised.
Right. Because he had 2 phone lines.
That's what we call it now.
Jody was well
raised. Yo, she said, I have a fetish for men in relationships. I can't find my own man, so I want theirs. And I enjoy making fake pages, harassing them and forcing them to break up. Yes, I need help, but no therapist can change what I like.
You know, the sad part about that is, if you look at a lot of women's actions, electing to be side chicks, that's actually an honest statement.
Why it ain't more like this bitch? Because then that'll kill that narrative that women cheat better than men. You don't cheat better than us. You just fuck niggas who don't care that you in a relationship. So if it was more bitches out there like her, right? Then we'd be niggas be lying about being in the relationships at this point. Fuck up the whole game. You in a relationship happily. Why you trying to fuck it up?
Jody, this is the one thing that I was telling a woman this the other day. I said, you want to know the difference between men and women? I believe men and women cheat at the same rate. I honestly believe that. The difference between men and women is men have no problem going quietly into that good night once a woman is done with them. Women will burn the house down even if they're sitting in the living room while everything is going up in flames.
That's pride, baby.
Think about this.
That's pride and ego.
How many men have you ever seen get on television talking about they were the other dude? How many men have you ever seen walk up to another man saying, hey, I just wanted to be real with you and tell you that I'm cheating on your wife your wife is cheating on you with me. We don't do shit like that. We'll keep fucking fucking your woman until she decides to have a case of the conscience. But we won't say nothing to blow up our spot. Yeah. Women will literally and truly sit here and all of a sudden they'll know this nigga married and will turn around after 6 months of him being a married man, not leaving his woman like he told you he wasn't going to do to begin with. And then you'll all of a sudden, quote unquote, run into his woman in the grocery store and be like, I'm just so tired of him living a lie. And I just wanted to tell you that I am sick and tired of him lying to both of us. He wasn't lying to both of us. He was only lying to one of you.
Nah, niggas be lying. Niggas, no, I'm gonna leave her for you. That's what be happening. Oh, niggas be selling dreams. No, she get on my nerves. I'm gonna leave. That nigga get in the house like,
nigga, that nigga ain't leave. What? That nigga, this is not Diary of a Mad Black Woman. No, ain't no man leaving his woman for the side chick.
Niggas do it all the time.
There very few.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right?
She said, I'm gonna make you
a well-known fact. Can any one of us explain why the fuck T.I. didn't leave Tiny for Bernice's ass? Because his damn show was fucking Bernice Burgos for a good minute
You want to know why?
Was
you want to know why? And this is the reason why. No, I'm gonna be real, and I'm not even trying to be funny. The reason why a man would not leave his main chick for a side chick is because a real man is smart enough to know that if this bitch is gonna break my house up, she'll allow another dude to come in and break our crib up.
That's true.
Think about that.
That's true.
I'm not sitting up here saying cheating is right, but ain't no man leaving his main chick if he leaves his main chick for a side chick, he deserves everything that happens to him. He deserves like in Diary of a Mad Black Man, a Mad Black Woman, when that nigga got shot in the back and she took all that fucking money and everything, he deserved every last bit of that shit.
He was piling on. He was a jerk outside of he was just a jerk overall. Yeah, he was just a jerk.
I get it, but he deserved
his whole life caught up with him, and
he deserved every bit of that shit.
He deserved everything
because everything that he put that woman through,
and that nigga, bro.
Yes, everything he put that woman through, and she still stayed. Man, shit.
First of all, let's talk about the fact that nigga took her back. This bitch tried to drown you when you was paralyzed, and you sit.
He ain't had no choice.
He had no choice. That nigga couldn't wipe his own ass.
Nah,
she drowned that nigga, bro.
She tried to, bro. Listen, I've never seen a nigga at the pearly gates and then get snatched away right before he get ready to walk in.
Oh my god, yo,
that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like Tyler Perry movies, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I cheered like a motherfucker when she backhanded that nigga in that goddamn office. She smacked the dog shit out of him for real. I never cheered in a movie before, but when she backhanded that nigga, I said, bitch, finally. Stop taking this shit off this goddamn paperweight. I'm gonna tell you right now, you saw how long their driveway was? I'd have put his ass at the top of that hill and took the brake off his shit and let him roll. And would have played big timers. Get your roll on.
Oh, man. All this skin would have been gone and hit the bottom.
For real. If you a dude and you leave your main chick for a side chick, you stupid. You deserve everything you fucking get. That's the reason why T.I. did not leave Tiny.
Shout out to Swiss Beats.
Man, I think that's how.
Swiss is an exception.
I think that's how my father.
Okay.
I think that's how my father and his siblings were born.
You said that's how your father and his siblings was born? Oh,
yeah, my grandfather left his wife for the side joint, had a family of 6.
God damn. That's an exception, not the rule. I believe there's somebody out there that can fly, but that does not mean I'm jumping off of a roof.
People who were raised on love shouldn't date people raised off survival.
Wow. Now that's deep. That's deep. Now I don't even have a joke for that. That's deep as shit right there.
That's fact.
Every once in a while, you'll stumble on something on social media that should be cut and pasted. That should be cut and pasted. But the question is, how do you find out the difference?
Nigga, by the way you give, by the way they ask, or they just the way they consume stuff, the way they can or cannot share. Like what? We can get more. We can get more. You don't have to.
Well, let me ask you this question, be knowing, and everybody can feel free. But do you believe a woman has the capability to love a man, not her child, not her father, her man?
Yes.
Why?
Niggas be homeless and women be homeless with them. Them women do not have to be sleeping in that car with that man. They choose to.
But do you think that's, and I guess the reason why I asked that question is because if you look according to the stats,
he provides
the majority of divorces and the breaking up of families are initiated by women. Now, if we're talking about love, isn't love unconditional?
No, love has conditions, and that be really that be people problem. Niggas abuse unconditional. Niggas find conditions. Now I'm gonna fuck this contract up. Don't you worry about it. Niggas look for conditions to tear their relationship up.
But if love is unconditional, If love is unconditional, if
God's love is unconditional, I got conditions.
Which is,
you ain't gonna talk to me a certain way. You ain't gonna treat me a certain way. You ain't gonna burn my money up a certain way. I have conditions. There are rules to this that you need to abide by.
This is a secret society. All we ask is trust.
All we ask is trust. And you can tell me your rules, love. Like I ain't the only ruling nigga around here. You can have your rules.
No, the only ruling nigga.
Yeah, no, it's terms and conditions that you need to read before you click accept.
Step by step booklet.
Don't just scroll to the bottom, shorty.
So going off of that standpoint, then love is a figment or a social construct. It's not real.
Because it got conditions? No.
Because love is meant to be unconditional.
But who's
God's love?
But who else love? But
we also gotta accept the fact.
Be knowing. Who else's love should we be going off of?
But we gotta accept the fact that, like I said, people abuse conditions. Now, if something happened out of my control, I get hit by a car, and you said you left me because I'm in a wheelchair. That all right? That's you could have rocked out with your boy. But if I'm knocking you upside the head, or I ain't there for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm blowing money. We got kicked out the house because I'm bad with money because I've been gambling. I've been cheating on you, whatever. I abused the condition. I pushed you away from me, and that is not fair to hold somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hold somebody to that standard. Like I should be able to do whatever. No, whatever happens,
shit is unconditional, nigga.
But it's not whatever I do. You should stay with me.
Okay,
that's just abuse.
But what I'm saying is, and I don't disagree, but what I'm saying is you're saying God's love is unconditional. Do you not believe that if we practice more unconditional God-like love, we would be in a better state than practicing this Eros type love where 1 minute I fall in love, the next minute I fall out of love. I love you as long as it's good. Because the one thing I noticed is this. I've never heard a person ever say they fall out of love with somebody as long as everything is good. They usually fall out of love with a person when shit is bad. So my question is, what is love for if not for the bad times? Because the Bible specifically says love covers a multitude of sin.
Multitude, not all.
No, in certain scriptures it does say love covers all.
Okay, I go with that.
So
I'm not debating. God is love. God covers
I'm not debating with you on the stance of you being wrong. I'm asking. You're saying God's love is unconditional, and I agree. Do you not believe that is the love that He wants us to have?
Yes, but that also goes both ways.
But
that goes both ways, though.
That love for God. Why do men and women have to have unconditional love for themselves? I'm not about to play the fool for you. You're not about to sit here and text another nigga in my face, and I'm supposed to love you unconditionally.
Well, y'all niggas is going real dramatic. Like goddamn, if you with a chick who will text another nigga in your face, dog, you should have picked up on that on the first fucking date.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some of these bitches are sneaky. I'm just saying, like, no, there's no such thing as unconditional love in relationships. Because I'm pretty sure that person will do something where you'll leave. I'm pretty sure everybody got at least, like, I don't know, fuck, we've been married for 25 years. That one thing, that one time is enough for me to leave.
That's a great point, Joe. You married 25 years. You wake up in the morning and she just kick you in the nuts. Blah! And then she do it again Tuesday. And then Wednesday. And then third. Nah, we're done, shorty. You ain't about to knock my nuts off my body.
Man. I don't know. I guess with me, I understand where y'all coming from, and I don't disagree. I've only seen unconditional love 3 times in my life. Truly.
Yeah. You got a pet?
No, nigga. I hate animals.
For your grandma?
No, my grandma. My grandma, I call her my grandma, but she was actually my mother's best friend. Her and her husband, my auntie Ruby and my uncle Carl, and my best friend and his wife. Those are the only 3 times I've ever seen unconditional love. That's the only 3 times I've ever seen it. I've never seen it any other time. There's always been a breaking point.
But both people are loving each other in those relationships, correct?
I think those are the only times that I've ever seen a woman practice unconditional love.
I've seen women practice unconditional love, because if you pass up a nigga making 6-7 figures and go home and pay for your nigga studio session as a rapper 28, that's some unconditional shit.
MC such and such.
Man, that's stupidity.
That's also unconditional love. You believe in his dreams. When you help a nigga pay for a flight so he can go try out for a GP team, and that nigga's 26 years old, that is unconditional love.
Ryan Coogler, when he was coming up, his wife, they were just boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. She the one who bought the whatever software program he needed to write movie scripts. He was just doing their Microsoft Word.
I mean, you can say the same. You can say the same thing about the Queen Pauletta Washington. Because Denzel, she paid for their first date.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree.
Well, they out there.
I don't disagree with you. What I'm saying is, I believe that they're in the minority.
Yeah, you just gotta figure out how to get you one instead of arguing with the crazy ones. That's it, baby.
I
hear arguing with bitches you should have let die. Stop it.
That's gotta be a hashtag. That's gotta be a hashtag. Hashtag live and let die.
Let them die, baby. Step right over that corpse, man. Go get the love of your life, bro.
Go get the love of your life, bro.
Even if she might not happen to be black, be happy.
Oh, don't say that. Be knowing blackness will all of a sudden start itching.
Hey, man, look, I know my black queen out there. That's what I want. Y'all could go see if you can find solace in the arms of your oppressor if you want. But
solace.
Martin Luther X.
Speaking of finding somebody, today's topic: she can't date a bus driver. Yo, so right now there is the topic on social media in the black dating sphere is what's her name? Eboni K Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she was with Anyala Van Sant, and she was asked, can she date a bus driver? And she said no, or maybe if he owned the bus, and it started an uproar on social media. A lot of people, saying she's superficial. She's casting aside the average man because he's not a six-figure earner. What say you, gentlemen?
I'm going last.
I don't know. I didn't think of to Google this before. Is she married?
Oh,
no. Hell no, she ain't married. She was engaged to a white man.
Yeah, and they said his net worth was about $1 million, and hers about $3 million. But I mean,
hold on. She's engaged to a white man, and she got mad with him and stopped dealing with him because during the pandemic he got children, and one of them was like two grown children and one that's like almost grown, and he decided to stay with them during the pandemic than with her, and she like I gotta be first. So she was mad because the dude was trying to be responsible.
Amen. What? I think okay. All right. This. If you a bus driver, right, and you like driving the bus, like you feel like that's your thing. That's what your purpose in life is, to drive the bus. Why you care about what somebody else think about you? She was never gonna like you, and you probably wouldn't even like her. Just based on that, you could tell certain people, they say certain things. I wouldn't even like your personality. I wouldn't even want to be your friend. Why do I care about what you think? And clearly, and this falls on the group of people that I be talking about. Let them go and get the coffins. Just stack the coffin. Get her a bunk bed coffin with somebody else who feel the same way, and just stack them in there.
Little bunk bed coffin.
Just stack them in there. and you gotta, if you really got to take some time to look in the mirror, right, and figure out why you so mad. Like, are you mad because you driving a bus, Well, are you mad because you feel like that small voice inside you saying, nigga, why you drive that bus? That's why don't nobody like you now. The problem is you not that nigga in your mind. If you was that nigga in your mind, it wouldn't matter what she say. But because you not that nigga to you, anything anybody say about you, you in uproar. Drive your bus, bro. Drive your bus. You gonna be all right. You was never gonna date her anyway, so it don't even matter. Just drive your bus, big dog.
Oh, is my turn?
Oh, G, go ahead.
Jody Hendricks.
So as soon as you put this in a group chat, I got excited in the motherfucker. I was excited, and this is a special week because this week I'm jumping on the Brian B. Knowing train. This is jumping on the Brian B. train. This bitch is worth $1.3 million. Why the fuck did you think she would date a bus driver? Anything is my question. And she look halfway decent. Why the fuck?
Sometimes you just gotta take the L.
This 40-year-old, halfway decent looking black woman who has a net worth of $1.3 million. Why the fuck would you think she would date a bus driver? Right? Why? Now, hear me out. If she did end up with a bus driver, that's because that nigga is 6 foot, probably looked like something like Michael Ealy, and that nigga slings magical dick. That nigga has fucked her to a point.
Magic school bus dick?
Yeah, that nigga is slinging magic school bus dick. He has fucked her into a point where all her good common sense is left out of her body, and this nigga's gonna be driving private buses for some rich motherfucker. So for all the niggas that are mad, that's saying this is what's wrong with society today, you want a millionaire black woman to fuck with a nigga who don't even make $80K a year. Are you out your damn mind?
Now they do like 120 if they do overtime. They just gotta drive the bus like 14 hours a day.
Overtime, boy.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is y'all cannot be mad.
Right leg hurting like a mother.
Y'all can't be mad at this woman for having a preference. The problem is her preference is a nigga with a higher social status. And again, that is okay. Because like Brian B. Knowing always says, let them hoes die. Because I have a perfect analogy. And I don't get mad at women with all these preferences anymore, right? We've all been to a point where we've been looking at hotels, right? Am I correct? We've all hopped on Expedia or some travel app and looked
at everybody.
.com.
Right? And you know what the first thing you do? No, you know what? I'm going to give you an even better example. At one point of our life, we've all got online and looked for a vehicle. Am I right? I can say we've all got online and looked for a car, right? And when you hit that little, right? So you see the car that you want, right? I'll give myself, I use myself as an example. I wanted a Jeep Grand Cherokee, right? And so when I went online, I put from 2017 to 2022. Those were my range of years, right? So that knocked my, and a 500 mile, I say 250 mile radius, that knocked my selection to 714 Jeeps, right? So what happens is I go to that little thing at the top of the screen that says filters, right? You know what happens when I press one filter? That knocks the selection down a little bit more. And when you press another filter, that knocks the selection down a little bit more. And by the time I got done putting all my filters, all the shit that I wanted in my Jeep, you know how many Jeeps I had out of that 714, Mr. Brian B. Knowing? I had 20 fucking 6. I had 26 to pick from, Brian. And guess what, Brian? And the cheapest one was $31,000 fucking dollars.
The cheapest one was 31.
That is literally what women do to men. You keep pressing all these fucking filters, and next thing you know, you're left with niggas that are unobtainable for you. Because there's this app, and I swear to God, I'm going to find this app that when you type in the number, right? And I even looked at myself, right? I am a black man, never been married, no kids. I make at least $50,000 a year. It is only 14% of me out there in this motherfucking world. Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy.
Oh, I know what app you talking about.
Matter of fact, it's 12% because it put height, and I'm 5'10".
And so you do realize that app does not include sexual orientation, religion, and I don't even think it puts in color at sometimes, does it?
I think it does. I think it does race. I think
it does. Okay, but it doesn't consider sexual orientation, religion, how you were raised, what your methods, your methodologies are. None of that shit. So yeah, I know what you're talking about, Jody Joe. Continue, please.
So all the fellas out there are always mad about these women picking and choosing. Let these bitches pick and choose, because you know why? What ends up happening is they sit around, right? And like Kevin Samuel say, you'll find plenty of niggas that fuck you, but you won't find one that marry you. They're gonna be a bunch of 40-year-old women mad at the goddamn world because they can't find a good man because they got too many filters on. They have too many filters on. Ladies, if you're listening, take some of those filters off. I promise you there's a good man out there for you. Black people, take some of the filters off. There's a good person out there for you, especially black women. And you right, black women, you don't deserve less. You don't deserve less because you have been mistreated in this world, right? So what happens is when you get off your high horse and you find you a man that loves the fuck out of you, right? And he treats you right? I bet you lose some of that attitude. I bet you get a little. I bet that blood pressure go down a little bit, right? But it's one thing, and it's one thing Brian be knowing I can't stand. I can't stand a bitch with small titties that always got something to say. You thought you got
hey yo.
You thought you got
yo, somebody stop this man. Small titties with always something to say.
You got enough off your chest.
Yo, small titties matter.
They do. I put them in my mouth just like I put some ones that hang in my mouth. I gives a damn, right?
I can't do that. It's like sucking your chest. If I go to suck your titties and I can tell your heartbeats per minute, we got.
all I'm saying is,
I sucked one girl had an A cup. I sucked that joint. I said, "Bitch, you got a heart murmur."
The more filters, the less.
Murmur.
Is it my turn?
Indeed, sir.
Go ahead.
All right. I would like to say for the distinguished gentleman from Southeast and the distinguished gentleman from Florida, thank you for your time. What you said was very well thought out, articulated, and it was put in a manner in which it was soft and easy to digest.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, I am not like that. My issue with this is not the preference, but the priority. And this is what I mean. You can't have it all. If you are, and this is not even me trying to be funny, if you are lucky, and this is probably one of the wisest things I ever heard from a Tyler Perry movie. If you are lucky, you will get 80% of what it is you desire in a mate. If you're if God smiles upon you, you will get 4 out of every 5 things you desire. Not what you need, you desire in a partner. So the question is, what is that 20% that you're leaving off? Because there's going to come a point in time where that 20% is going to show up glaringly. And you've got to have enough love and solace to say, the rest of this is important and I can overlook this 20% that I'm lacking. And my issue with Eboni K Williams and women who think like her is that y'all want it all. And the fact of the matter is, you want a nigga who looks like Denzel, who acts like Tupac, who preaches like TD Jakes, who's got money like fucking Bill Gates, but who's got a heart like Christ. And it doesn't work like that. And there comes a point in time where women, especially black women, have got to say, what's important? Is it money or is it his methodology? Is it economics or is it his ethics? Is it the dollar signs or is it his spirituality? Because you could get a millionaire all you want to. And millionaires are some of the biggest assholes out there because they got to be assholes to become millionaires. They have to be. I've never seen a nice millionaire. Do not let TD Jakes fool you. Don't let TD Jakes and Tyler Perry fool you. You think they got where they got to because all they did was believe in the Lord? No, 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 no. Because if believing in the Lord was guaranteeing you money, trust me, black people would be millionaires. Because all we've ever had in this country is Jesus. So there comes a point in time where my problem with Eboni K Williams and other women, especially black women who think like her, is this. The reason why y'all latched on to this feministic movement was so y'all could make y'all own money and y'all didn't have to rely on your man. Am I correct, fellas?
Sounds about right.
But yet, for some reason, y'all still desire a man to make equal, if not more than you. So what do you need your money for if you still want a man that's going to make more than you?
They want the financial security.
I agree with you on that.
Come on, I'm being for real.
No, I agree with you on that. And I've been...
They want the financial security.
But don't you have... Wait, Jody. Don't you already have it with the money that you got?
Yeah, but it's better.
No, hell no.
So what you want to do is you want to sit up here and leech off this nigga while you hold your shit off to the side.
See, and you know what, Doug? I had a full circle moment about that maybe a few weeks ago, right? And I realized that because I never liked the idea of a woman saying a man should have enough money to cover everything, and she works and makes the same amount, if not more, or something like close in that range, and none of her money should or could or would be dedicated to the home. Because you expect me to build for the family. So now you're not safe for my family. You are here to destroy my family. You don't care about the family. You care about yourself.
Thank you.
You will split my family. You will take my family. You will take my children away from you if I don't do what you want. And take half of my earnings as well. So, and that's why with women like that, let them die.
And I understand that, be knowing, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, that is what I'm talking about when I say the hypocritical contradictions. Because remember, the main thing that they were talking about that propelled them into feminism was we're tired of men feeling like they can control us because they're the breadwinner. Now you're making your own money and you're still desiring this man to be the breadwinner. You don't make sense. That's like being the Don of a family, but still being a hitman. Nigga, you're the Don. Why do you need to go out here pulling the trigger now?
Because niggas got to know who I'm still him. Okay. I'm still him.
Is it controlling or am I leading the relationship? Because now it's like I want a man that's going to lead, but you don't want to listen to a goddamn thing I say.
Thank you. So what I'm telling you is I have no problem with, see, I think this is what people are missing. Nobody has an issue with a woman's preferences. We have an issue with their priority. That's what the issue is. Because you can prefer whatever you want to. And I don't think anybody should be vilified for it. If we can sit up here and support men wanting to be with men and women wanting to be with women, we should have no problem with this woman saying she wants to be with a man who owns the bus. My issue with her...
She said one own the bus. He only had to own one bus.
Yeah. My issue with her and women who think like her is, like I said before, the hypocritical contradiction. You desired freedom to make your own money. So why is it a necessity that you be with a man who makes what you make or more? It is about the optics. That's what it's about. Because answer me this. Let's say she met that millionaire dude, because obviously being a millionaire ain't enough for her, because she was with a dude who was a millionaire and he still left her ass.
1 million. She had more.
I don't give a shit. A million is a million.
He need millionaires, millions,
and they still didn't last
because she wasn't first.
Guess what? That fucking bus driver would have quarantined with her ass.
Nah, they was essential workers. Them niggas on the road.
all I'm saying is there comes a point in time where women, especially women in our community, they got to figure out what's important. If money is important, then you need to accept everything that comes along with that money. He has a proclivity of working, because this is what kills me when it comes to women. The same thing that attracts them to you is the same thing that'll make them their asses leave you. I want a man that's ambitious. This nigga work too much. I want a nigga that's rich. All he cares about is money. I want a nigga that dotes on me and makes me his number one. God, he's so overbearing. It's like, bitch, what do you want?
Hold up, because that ain't just women. Us niggas do that too. Because, girl, I like you. You so feisty. 2 years down the later, this bitch always got something to say. God damn.
That's because she cut you, nigga.
That's because she done cut you, nigga.
We do the same thing.
All I'm saying is this. There comes a point in time where we got to decide what is a priority. Because guess what? Just because you got money don't mean you're going to keep that shit.
That's right. True. A lot of people had a lot of money pre-pandemic.
Yes. You better go talk to Hammer.
Ups and downs.
Hammer was trying to save the community. Shout out to Hammer.
But guess what? Man. You never heard about his wife leaving him.
Where's she gonna go?
Because she was with him before the money.
Yeah.
Because Hammer whoop your ass. They say
I put it to you like this. There's a reason why I always bring up these three women in my example of what the quintessential wife should be: Pauletta Washington, Simone Smith, and Shantae Brodus. I always bring those three women up because they are the quintessential example of what a wife should be. They were with their men prior to anything. Every day Snoop had a murder trial. It wasn't none of them chicks from Gin and Juice in that bitch. It wasn't none of them chicks from Dre Day or none of them movie or videos. Who was in that? Shantae Brodus was in that courtroom every damn day, knowing that nigga could be led off in handcuffs and spend the rest of his life in prison. She rolled with him every day. Simone Smith is another one. LL Cool J has been a playboy since Ben. You can't be a light-skinned and lip-licking nigga like him and not have chicks.
But do that make you a quintessential good woman by sticking with a nigga that's gonna constantly cheat on you?
No, wait. What I'm saying is, when you because
I'm laughing because Jody laughing. Go ahead.
No, because this is the thing that gets me. And this is the reason why the most important thing that's ever said in a marriage at a wedding is marriage is not something to enter into lightly. So if you are not somebody who can look at this person, whether male or female, and look at them and say, come hell or high water, through good times and bad. Now, I'm not talking about extreme shit, but through good times and bad, I'm not going to ride it out with you. Then stay fuck buddies, stay girlfriend and boyfriend, stay friends. But at the moment you make those vows before God and say in sickness and in health, through good times and bad, until death do us part, if you can't look at that person and say that, then nigga stay from in front of the altar. But if you're going to say those vows before God and a bunch of ugly ass relatives who ain't going to be allowed at your house, then nigga, you need to accept, you need to put it in your head. There's going to be some fucked up times that I got to deal with. But I made a vow to say, I'm going to ride this shit the fuck out. Now, like I said, I'm not talking about extreme shit. But the ups and downs of marriage, if you can't ride that shit out, then don't get married. And with a person like Eboni K Williams, who's saying, I want a millionaire, God forbid you lose your fortune. She's gone too. She's gone too.
She does have a net worth of like $3 million, right?
Yeah.
So here's my point to this, right? Now, I'm not here to debunk anything Doug said, But this goes back to a point I made a real long time ago. Why are you average motherfuckers so upset about who this millionaire wouldn't date? I've told y'all motherfuckers 10,000 times, stop taking dating advice from millionaires. Stop letting these people with 7 figures in their bank account tell you how to fucking date.
These imaginary lives that they live.
Right. That is the one thing I cannot fucking stand.
But you want to know the problem, Jody? You want to know the problem with that statement? Unfortunately, a lot of our women who are not millionaires think they deserve a millionaire.
Okay.
No. The one thing we gotta be on here is we gotta be 100% honest.
I am being 100%.
Men,
but it's a lot of men. But
no man has ever asked for no millionaire chick.
There's not no millionaire, but he think he deserves the baddest Joan in here, and he don't even wash all the time.
Oh, you stretching now. You stretching.
Yeah.
You stretching now.
Ain't no stretch. You see dirty niggas everywhere.
You stretching now.
Niggas walk around looking like a ceiling fan, just filthy.
The average man, if he do want a bad chick, is just a fucker. Because if you notice a lot. Wait, hold on. And even you gotta admit this. If you notice, a lot of women who get wived are not these video vixen bitches out here. They're not. They're average, regular women who got good hearts and pure souls.
That's the other reason why I tell you I stop arguing with these video joints.
Yes. These video jokers don't get married like that.
That was crazy.
Like, perfect example. The only reason Cardi B got married is look at the nigga she married.
Yeah, Offset ugly as shit, bro.
Thank you.
And he a Mexican too. So when y'all say
Nicki Minaj marriage is about to fucking end.
Yeah.
But he picked her when the teeth was messed up.
The thing is, black men don't
going sideways,
and so don't talk about fucking Offset, because that nigga amigo, he Mexican, he don't count. All right, but my point,
Offset.
I get so sick of motherfuckers, right? And I always watch these Steve Harvey clips and
oh man, you know what? He's starting every time I hear that nigga talk, he's starting to get more and more on my nerves because it's almost. Because it's almost like because this is the and forgive me for cutting you off, Jody, but I'm glad you brought him up, because when he was on that club Shay shit, and that nigga sat there and said, "Why you asking her what she bring to the table? She can make a whole nother you, Steve. She can't make me without me."
First, see that. Shannon
had the perfect comeback for that shit when that nigga was like, what about these women that act like they don't need a man? And that nigga was kind of stuck. Again, stop taking financial advice. Steve Harvey sitting up on his show. A man, if he truly loves you and truly wants you, he's gonna pay all the bills. And all these bitches in here clapping. I was like,
because he's a guy. Because what Steve has done.
This nigga has a net worth of $300 million.
Because
some of the bitches that are clapping about nigga paying all the bills, you can't even afford to pay your own fucking cable.
Pretty much. And people need to understand this. And this is no dogging his wife. But somebody look up, somebody Google Marjorie Harvey and find out what they say about her. And I guarantee you they'll say she's Steve Harvey's wife. It's the truth.
Like a clothing line or some shit?
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. Just like Lori has a perfume line.
Nah, Lori.
There's a reason why Lori's name is Harvey and not Montgomery or Jackson after her daddy.
Nah, come on, man. Lori said, "No, y'all ain't gonna leave me. I got it."
Come on, man. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap.
Yeah,
Lori, I'm telling you right now, Lori is the LeBron James of dating. She is going to hop from team to team to win a championship.
That's not. LeBron went to bad teams. Okay, she ain't picked a bad nigga yet.
LeBron went to bad teams in a good city.
You talking about Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant. There you go. That's a better one. Kevin Durant is a much better player. There you go.
All I'm saying is, haven't you noticed that it's not the fact? See, I think this is the misconception when it comes to black men a lot. We, like I said, we don't have a problem with people's preferences. Our issue is that their preferences always seem to make us seem like we're less than. Because, and this is the reason why I said it. I was never more prouder of DJ Envy when he got up in Ebony's ass on the Breakfast Club. I was never more prouder of Envy than that. And the reason why is because Envy is from Queens. Envy comes from a blue collar family. And what irks me the most is that for every DJ Envy who's $1 million DJ, there are 1,000 DJ Jealouses out there who never got that break. For every DJ Clue, there's 1,000 DJ Cluelesses. So it's like to sit up here and make it seem like every single individual can be a goddamn millionaire is not possible.
DJ Envy didn't give his wife an orgasm for 15 years.
That's not fair. He started when he was 15. He ain't know no better.
That's not the point. The fact that
the problem is that nigga didn't know how to work it because he don't rub this.
Yeah, the hand was the wrong way.
That nigga don't know how. He been scratching too long.
The hand was the wrong way. He got to turn the hand over, my boy.
DJ Envy is still married to a bitch who set her ass up on social media and said, "This nigga didn't give me an orgasm for 15 years, nigga."
He was sitting right beside her and ain't say nothing.
And trust, I'm sorry. Now that right there,
cut that part out. Don't put that.
That part right there. That's why I looked at Envy. I said, "Bruh, either she trying to get your ass back for cheating on her, or she just don't fucking respect you." Because there is no way on God's green earth that I would sit right there and let my woman say that shit on a television show, and I don't do something.
We
gotta go. I'll be like, hey, we gotta go to commercial break. We gotta go to commercial break real quick. Me and her gotta go in the back and talk.
I'm about to get my eye turner on. You hear me? Eat that cake, anime.
Are you serious?
Nigga, that's the problem. You beating up the wrong part of the woman. That's what's wrong now.
Well, obviously,
right, hold up. We going
the wrong one for 15 years, so you might as well try something different. Shit.
All I'm saying is my last statement is this. This is my last statement. I'm gonna just wrap it up with this. Is it what's important? Preference or priority? That's what it boils down to. What is important? Preference or priority? Because the funny thing about somebody like Eboni K Williams is she sit up here as beautiful and as successful and as fine as she is. Don't nobody want her.
Niggas want her. They just drive the bus.
No. They want
drive the bus.
No, they want to fuck her. They don't want her.
Bullshit.
I think that's where we're getting this shit conflated. Man, a man will stick his dick in a hole. A man will stick his dick in an outlet and say, "Ooh, that pussy was shocking." But just because he fucks you does not mean he fucks with you. And that to me is the issue. How are you? You're beautiful, you're successful, you got all this money, had a millionaire, and he still chose something else over you. So maybe, just maybe, your priorities are off, or maybe you're not as desirable as you think you are once you get past the aesthetics.
Right.
That's probably trash.
Listen. That's why when you stop arguing with them and they just be arguing with themselves, now they gotta sit there and be quiet. Like, damn, niggas ain't even responding. That's really what it is. You feed. It's like feeding the fire. You gotta take the air away.
I bet that's a lot of fine rich women with trash pussy. Like I bet.
Hell yeah, cobwebs.
I bet this shit is trash.
Hold up. So it's been a minute. Now is that time.
What's up?
To get Doug's perspective.
Shit, you should have had this as Doug's perspective. All right, what I gotta do?
Doug, there was this woman, she went viral on TikTok, said she went on 6 dates per week and went 2 years without doing any grocery shopping because of it. This is a trend that women are following. What do you think about this?
6 dates per week for 2 years?
and did not have to pay for any groceries.
The great philosopher Andre Benjamin said, chicks like to act like they shit don't stink, but lean a little closer and the roses will smell like boo, boo, boo. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you have been eating out for 2 years, 6 days a week, your toilet is blown the fuck up. Your insides smell like boo, boo. Because there's no way you're telling me you've been eating healthy. This ain't even about the fact that you've been using men for dates. This ain't even about the fact of the matter that you're a gold digger. This ain't even about the fact of the matter that you got an insatiable appetite. This ain't even about the fact of the matter that you've been sitting up here stashing away vagina while feasting on other men's pockets. This is about your insides, baby. 6 days a week you've been eating out? And what, the 7th day you rested? Because I don't understand how your insides are still the way that they need to be. You probably have been using 2 years to detox. That is insane. 6 days a week eating out, and God only knows where have you been going to eat. Steakhouses? You know it takes 10 years for red meat to digest.
No, it don't.
No, it don't. No. Spread lies.
With a straight face, you believe it.
Yeah, you got studies show that you just throw that in the front. You say anything.
Studies show.
You got that from
There you
Dr.
go.
All right. Studies show that it takes 10 years for red meat to digest. All right. I mean, where else could you have gone? Olive Garden? How much of that bread can you eat?
Have you had that bread? That shit is fucking amazing.
Isn't it?
It's good in the restaurant. You take it
In
home.
the restaurant. We know she's taking a doggy bag home over 2 years. Where else did you eat?
That's why she only go on 6 dates.
What,
The
TGI
7th day.
Friday? You went there? Have you had their sliders? They slide in, but they don't slide out. Sweetie, this is about your health. For health is wealth. And it's obvious you're broke because you don't have the money to go grocery shopping. So you need to have wealth somewhere, and your health is where you start.
Amen.
You know, I wonder what your medicine cabinet looks like. There has to be some X-Lax in that bitch. Something. And the funny thing about it is I don't even like talking like this because I have a certain superstition. I don't believe women fart or shit. I just don't. I don't. I just don't. And I've lived with women. I don't believe they fart or shit. I don't. My girl now, we've been together for 3 years, and I've never gone in the bathroom after her and been like, damn, babe, what did you eat?
Wait a minute. Wait, what motherfucker? Wait a goddamn minute. Nigga, did you just Derek Jackson us? Nigga, do you have a girlfriend of 3 years? That's news to us, nigga.
Hell yeah, yo. I thought this nigga
said something.
Was...
You could have been put that in the group chat. Wait a fucking minute.
Because I am not gonna lose my edge, niggas. I'm not gonna lose my edge.
Wow.
She don't know what she don't know what he doing Sunday night. That's what it is.
No, she doesn't. And I like to see it.
That's why he be sitting there comfortably Sunday.
Hey, that's what I'm about to say. Nigga,
this lady named Comedy.
Hey, she either work night shifts and she can't live with this nigga, especially on fucking Sunday. I know
in the camera frame.
Nigga, what?
First and foremost, don't y'all try to regulate my house. Don't try to regulate my house. All I'm saying is,
hey, my name, I'm Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett.
And this is what happens when you intertwine social media with your real life. All I'm saying is, health is wealth. Okay, so sweetie, continue to eat, continue to take advantage of these niggas, but every now and then, maybe not Ruth Chris, maybe Starbucks, maybe a Greek restaurant. But if you're going to eat 6 days a week out, then make sure you pray to both Jesus and that porcelain God on Sunday. Food for thought. Scrape the plate, or in your case, maybe push the plate away.
You should scrape the doggy bag.
She's scraping the plate into the doggy bag.
Yes. Another NEMPATHY show. Yo, Brian, we know where can they find you?
Follow me at Brian B. Know on all social media platforms.
Jody Hendricks.
Y'all know the word. Jody Hendricks 21 right on Instagram. Unhinged podcast coming back soon.
Hey.
Got some interesting topics. We're gonna talk about niggas hiding girlfriends from the homies. Cause what?
Oh, that's a great topic.
Nigga.
That's a great topic.
You know Doug got his own house. He done had that same picture in the background fucking podcast.
Hold
That's
on,
the same fucking
time out. This is why Doug posted flyers to his show the day of, because Doug don't want niggas to pop up on him at the show. Doug don't be telling us where he be performing at. We came to one show.
Hell yeah.
Them niggas actually surprised me at that show. I ran into B Knowing coming out the bathroom. I said, nigga, what the?
Nah, we was coming out here.
Yeah.
It's a nice little spot too. I'm about to see if I can get backyard out there, man.
Yeah, when you coming to Florida?
That shit was out there though.
It was out there.
Shit, when will I be in Florida? I don't even know. I got to do a conference in June down there in Orlando.
You speaking?
Yeah, I got to do a conference.
For work?
Yeah.
Public speaker.
A comedy conference, like for like Armed Forces Network or some shit.
This nigga done hit a whole girlfriend from 3 goddamn years. Ain't this a bitch?
Goddamn right. First and foremost, we don't even know if Boone is really engaged in any fucking way.
Right.
Yeah, but at least
Boone does know.
Boone has mentioned his relationship a while ago.
And we ain't seen not nan picture of her. Not nan. This nigga been engaged the entire 3 years we've been on this shit.
Okay, but at least he said something about being engaged, motherfucker. You hit the whole relationship, nigga.
Listen, there's only one person that has ever verified their relationship. That's Jay. Other than that, we don't be knowing shit about his life. Sonic Boom, man, fuck him. And you, Jody?
Man, my girl been on here.
You a liar. Yeah. Go get her right now.
She not, nah.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Hey, Boone got the same girlfriend as Manti Te'o.
Nah, man. Shout out to this fiance, man.
Hey, you know a nigga ain't shit when he start a sentence and then stop and start another sentence. Hey, Boone, go get
Brian be knowing knows her. Brian be
Boone,
knowing give out.
She is nah.
Yeah, nah. You know.
Brian be knowing can vouch, man.
I love her for all your what's it? Haitian American Caribbean cuisine, man.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I done got cussed out at least twice for this podcast. But motherfucker hit me up. She said, oh bitch. So you ain't post this one on Facebook. You ain't want to see you up there showing your motherfucking ass, huh? Mm-hmm. She said you post everyone else on Facebook. You post every other podcast you do on Facebook, but I ain't never seen shit about the NEMPATHY showing your goddamn.
You don't need to, because it ain't for you. It's like Kevin Samuels.
You know what? It's technically not
wasn't for you.
Hey,
it's really not for her. You're right.
Yeah, it was like Kevin Samuels. This platform ain't for you.
You know what she called me? She said, "You khaki colored bitch."
Damn.
She been wanting to fight you, bro. She just chose
a fatality.
Yeah,
nigga, that was a fatality. That was a fatality. Khaki colored. God
you
damn.
Khaki colored bitch. I was like, damn, bro. I said, you ain't finna be talking to me that, you little hands demon. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yo, I gotta use that for the next light skinned nigga that talks shit to me. Khaki colored. Oh, bugle boy.
Doug, you told him your social media?
Hey, the Doug Bennett _01 on all social platforms.
What's your girl's social media?
None of your fucking business.com.
Yo, Sonic Boom TV, follow me. Yo, at NEMPATHY Show. Follow us on all social media platforms. See you next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.